everyone, welcome back to Snooker Live Arena. I hope you are enjoying the videos.
Other scores in this evening session. Pang Junhui has taken a 3-1 interval lead over Elliot Slessor.
Watch together. So I hope
Gary
you
Wilson
will
now
enjoy the
edging Dean Young
video.
3-2. John Higgins 3-0 behind against Ben Wollaston. There haven't been any breaks of note in that match, but clearly Higgins has struggled a bit so far, having shown some of his better form in recent times with a new cue. Of course, he made the final against Selby at the British Open. And just a reminder that Zhang Anda, the reigning 6-3, broke down and Ishprit was able to close to 5-4. So they'll come back when there's a table free. Sting overcut so far, just 22. She had a good chance and didn't land on her intended red, took red.
Unfortunately, the contact on the second red was too thick, and it was more a question of... Well, I meant to, but double kisses stopped that, so that was an opportunity. It's promising, doesn't it? Oh, just a little nudge on the blue. We missed it on the way down. Might have led to a snooker on the way back up there. Off the side cushion to be on the red below the black would be the perfect outcome for Ding on this shot. That's a good shot. And here, now that he's not right behind the red, if you could just nudge into the right hand, nudge the two reds slightly and hold for the black, it would be a really good little touch shot. Yeah, very nice. It's definitely a feature of his game, that sort of little brush cannon.
$15. $60.
Again, hurried way, doesn't he, Ding? He just plays the little shots, stays in control of the cue ball, the hold them, and he can get frames one fairly rapidly with continuing with the breaks and just holding on to colour to land on the red after it. Good enough to play on the loose red rather than go into the bunch there, but he will be looking to get them open. Again, nice shot.
40.
Because you can't see all of it from where he's aiming. And that is a beautiful little cannon. That really is.
48.
At the UK Championship and fell out of the top 16.
56.
And you wonder whether he still had the appetite, the hunger to get back to the top again. Money clearly not an issue for him. And the only thing really, he missed the boat in that regard, but certainly results over the last 12 months have been a lot more encouraging. Yes, there have been some disappointing,
63.
but it's very evident that those
64.
wonderful break building skills of his, he's got the class to win these big events. That said, he won't be thrilled with that positional shot, although
71.
if he can knock this in, he'll be 5-0 up, barring snookers. Not quite.
No, the frame is still going on that, but with the red up.
Everyone who is watching the video, it's a humble request, tell me in the comment. Thank you.
But she's probably got to get this red out of there. I think that's a good idea to bring it into play. I know that it might lead to other problems.
Meanwhile, John Higgins has won his first frame of his match with Ben Wollaston with the first.
It's a humble request. Please like and subscribe the video. Subscribe the
didn't want that
channel as
cannon.
well. Do
Reanne
leave a
needs
comment
blacks with the remaining
if
reds
you
to win
want
this frame
change
by a point.
anything, if you want any improvement, please do tell me in the comment. Thank you.
That's the problem, isn't it? Even if you do put the reds, it's so difficult to be on the blank. The pink's covering it to one side. So now you almost know you're going to need snookers. Well, yeah, I mean, playing the yellow would have made things even worse, really. So at least in attempting the blue, she's trying to keep things down to a minimum as far as points required. So Reanne will be in a position where she'll need one snooker to tie, if that's even going to happen. But now, I think the frame just ends.
It's a long road back indeed. 3 snookers needed by being runner-up at the British Open in the women's event. That returned her to #1 in the women's.
Yeah, but as I said earlier, it's just not been quite like that recently for Reanne Evans. Results are not there. And it's very hard to get any confidence back on the sort of the main tour. Here, I don't think it matters that.
Do leave a comment if you want to change anything, if you want.
Revitalised, isn't he? Zhao Guidong, he's been around a while, but obviously winning recently in Wuhan, that's kind of changed everything for him. He's become a winner, he's in the championship. The line in, but Ding has been in supremacy in the frame for the most part, and now goes to within 1. Easy game when you're in this position.
6. Junhui 6 and the frame.
And so Ding Junhui moves to the cusp.
One.
Playing the pot the yellow. Oh, this has got an ambitious shot from there. Oh, that's a fantastic shot. I mean, yes, he's in a... He obviously
Everyone
fancies
who is watching the video,
getting
it's
this
a
match
humble
won
request.
quickly, and that...
Do leave a comment if you want to change anything, if you want any improvement.
12. $20. $26.
Absolutely prime position. And as I said earlier, you know, watching Ding Junhui break build is always amongst them. It's kind of not necessarily the route in that I would have
34.
expected from him.
$42.
This time not so well played. Closes 2 now on that last shot. But
Scrappy frames, but Ding has played some good stuff in patches as well. Looking to finish this match with his most convincing snooker of the session.
56.
yeah, I mean, it's one of these matches, you know, it could end with a big break. And if you watched a highlights package of a few minutes of this match and you saw all the good bits, you'd say what a great game he's
57.
played and how Reanne Evans wouldn't have had a chance. But the reality is we're watching live snooker, as we always do here on Eurosport, and you know, it's not been a classic from Ding's point of view. He's got the frames won. He's looked dangerous at times. If he just showed those moments in isolation, it would look a pretty accomplished performance.
63.
75 on still, so red colour and one more red would absolutely seal the deal for an emphatic victory. And it's a beautiful little cannon once again. He's so good at those little touches when he's in. That don't look much, but certainly are effective.
The crowd acknowledging match ball. It's been a
71.
frustrating evening for Reanne Evans, who has had opportunities, but a highest break of 22 tells its own story.
72.
She's just not been able to make the most of the chances that have come her way. But this has been a classy break from Ding, a reminder of just how good
79.
he's always been and can still be.
80.
Perhaps the consistency of old is not quite there these days. Of course, he was one of those players to have won 5 ranking events in a single campaign.
Everyone who is watching the
A
video,
record
it's
eventually
a humble
eclipsed
request.
by
6.
Please
Judd Trump
like
with
and
6
subscribe
in the
video,
season that he was the world
subscribe the
champion,
channel as well.
1920.
Do leave a comment
87.
if you want to change.
But he is great to
anything,
watch,
if you
Ding, when
want
he's in
any
full flow like this.
improvement. Please do tell me in the comment. Thank you.
93.
Ronnie O'Sullivan got a terrific roar when he closed out his victory earlier today over Mink Nutcherup with a century. And I fancy there'll be something similar if this black goes in for the home favourite.
Yeah, I mean, it is nice to finish with a sizable break, as he's done here, and I think just the long-lasting memory of this match will be the way that he's won frame 6 to take the match. He was a warm favourite to win the match anyway, but he has done it quite nicely in the end. And of course he'll be the man to beat if he starts to improve on this.
106.
I know there are a lot of players that you think, well, why would he be the man to beat? Well, in China, in events in this part of the world, I think he is. He doesn't win so often these days, but you've got to accept the fact that he is still the leading player, and he'll get a lot of support. I'm sure he always enjoys travelling
113.
to events in the UK, minus York, of course, which he seems to. It's been a nice break, this. I really like the initial yellow to middle of 2 cushions to get onto the red by the black, and since then he's not really looked like missing.
124.
Ting Junhui's 7th century of the season, the 670th of his career. Reanne Evans obviously disappointed she couldn't make more of an
Thanks for
impression
joining us at
on this
Snooker
match.
Live.
Given the
If you
chance.
enjoyed the game, give us a thumb up and hit that subscribe button for more thrilling snooker action. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and remember, every shot counts. See you next time.